Okay, here's some instruction for Photoshop. I already have my Photoshop open, so I'm gonna go ahead and open Photoshop. A file new. I'll keep the resolution on 300. Here's the we see here the width and height of 450 versus 338 is the pixel size. So normally, we go inches, kind of give us an idea like how big is it. So this is only like 1.5, so we will obviously go up to like maybe 4 and 5. But sometimes I'm just gonna go to US paper, which is a default option. That's an 1.5 by 14. Is it supposed to be 11? No, why it's 14. But anyways, I'm not gonna make that big. Actually, that's kind of big, so just 5 by 5. Now we can always scale the paper size, or the canvas size, I should say. There's the background. Here's the layer. The hotkey for the layer is F7. We can press F7 to turn it on and off. And also all the menus, you can go up here on Windows. And here's all different type of different window you can open. For example, like for history, I just click on history, and there's all the history that all the action that we're doing. Or we can go here and channels. It shows you the channel box. Or we can just close it, because normally you don't really use those. Let's go ahead and drag in a picture. So I'm gonna make it a little smaller. I have a picture here. I'm gonna drag it in. So my setting is automatic set it, like as soon as I drag a picture in, it will automatically make a new canvas. So what I'm gonna do is just Control A, which is select all, Control C, copy, and I'm gonna go to my 5 by 5 canvas here, and Control V, which paste, and then now I'm gonna go Control T, which is a scale, which is hold on Shift. I'm gonna make this Garfield a little bigger, right? And I'm gonna change the background color, because what you see here, because there's a white background for Garfield, so I'm gonna use the magic wand tool to fix that. So I'm gonna go ahead and select the magic wand. The hotkey is W, where I just kind of click over here. So the magic wand pretty much separates between contrast. It's not color, it doesn't really understand coloring, but it does understand the contrast. So I mean, right now we can't really see the background of the Garfield. So I'm gonna go ahead and change the background color, our background color, because we have 2 layers. So I'm gonna the hotkey to fill the background is Shift F5. So I'm gonna click on color, and I'm gonna choose this maybe 20% gray. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock back the background, our background, and I'm gonna come back to the Garfield layer. So I'm gonna choose magic wand, choose the background. As you can see, actually, yes, it does select the white part, but and also at the same time it select the eye of the Garfield. So we don't want that. And also, if you look up here, there's a tolerance. The higher the tolerance, that means just think as aggressive how much stuff that selection gonna be. So for example, if I'm gonna have like 50% tolerance, I Control D, which is deselect, and now we have our tolerance is 50%. So I'm gonna click again. See, the edges are much more crisp, unlike before. Let's say 10%, or let's say 5%. See, there's lots of white stuff is not selected. So now I guess 50% is a better choice for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to 50%. So I'm gonna reuse the magic wand tool under 50%. And then once again, let's deal with the eye. To unselect, so I go to the lasso tool, which is pretty much a lasso tool. What does it do is make selections. So I click on lasso tool, which is the hotkey is L for lasso. So I have to hold Alt to subtract. So without holding any hotkeys, it's pretty much will select. But I'm gonna undo it. When I hold down Alt to select this area, see the the area just being deselected. So now, since my background, which is the white area, is all selected, all I need to do is just click on, just tap delete and Control D, which is deselect. Now we have a crisp clear this Garfield logo. Let's talk about other hotkeys and the tools. There's a crop tool, which is kind of crop down the whole canvas. If I want, I can see I just made the canvas smaller. To be able to check the canvas size, I go to Image. And by the way, there's tons of manual stuff you can look through, but just go to Image, Image Size, or Alt Control I. There's a hotkey for you. Or we can go Alt Control I. There's the image size. So now our resolution is 300 pixel per inch, and our document size, which is the default is centimeters, but we're gonna go back to inches. So 4x4. Remember, we start with 5x5. Since I just crop it down, make it a little smaller. So now the width and height is different. So and also here's the eyedropper tool and healing tool. I mean, it's tons of tools, and one of the important ones is up here. It's there's the move tool, lasso tool, which is make selections, and also magic wand for certain image use. Pretty much mostly for image manipulation stuff, but it depends on the project. And now I'm going to talk about text. So now if I want to go ahead and hide the Garfield, I just click the eye here. If I turn the eye off, that means the Garfield is being hidden. So text. So I press T for text. Normally text takes just a couple seconds. Now I have the little cursor here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the canvas. Actually, my text size is pretty big. So first you will automatically create a new layer. And here's our size. It's a 60 points. So I'm going to go down, maybe go back to 24 points. So I'm going to go ahead and type something, Garfield. Okay. Now, to be able to change the color, you need to highlight the text. Go back to here, the color. Now I'm going to make it red. Maybe make a little darker red. Okay. And to be able to get off the text option, I'm going to click the selection tool. Now I can move the Garfield around. For example, if you want to make any modify for the Garfield, we have to press T again, and make sure you click on the text. If you click off the text, you'll make a new layer on here. See, layer 2, which is another set of texting. So I'm gonna go ahead back to the Garfield layer. I can turn this off if I want to. I just click the eye, I hide it. Or if you want to delete a layer, you kind of drag over to the trash can and let it go. Now I just delete the layer. So for Garfield, to be able to edit the text here, so I make sure I'm on Garfield layer. I click T for text, or you can come over here for T. Then I'm going to click on the text. See, now I'm part of the Garfield. And as soon as I click on the Garfield, my layer will be highlighted. That means I'm on the Garfield layer. So of course now I can type whatever I want. If you want to change font or color, make sure you have highlighted first. Go here, and there's tons of fonts. I mean, just the default fonts. And if you want different fonts, actually there's a website called thefont.com. There's a different fonts you can very easy to download and install. It's very simple. I'll show you real quick. It takes a few minutes. So for example, I'm gonna go to this black stencil. See, I just changed my font, and also I'm gonna highlight and change the color, which is I'm gonna go white. And now I just changed my font and also the color of the fonts.